Hi, Chef Terry here, and I'm really feeling fishy these days. Hey, welcome back to the channel. So I am in my second in a row on fish, and today we got this lovely little yellow snapper. Nice little spiny fish. You got to be careful with him. Pretty little guy. So first thing, of course, we got to do is we got to, well, break this down, and that's fairly simple. And I'll show you how to do that. Let me adjust the cameras and we'll get into that. Okay, first things first, I'm going to leave, I'm not going to scale it. Actually, this has already been scaled, so I'm not going to bother scaling it, obviously, but we're going to take the fillets off. And it's a fairly simple procedure. First thing, knife. I like this, this is just a general boning knife, flexible blade. I got this for a song at the restaurant supply store. First step is we got to come in here underneath this gill plate. So you'll notice right here underneath this fin, that's where it starts. I'm going to make my first cut right in underneath that. Good. Now I'm going to extend this cut right in up into the head. Like that. That way I get all this meat up in here. So next step, I'm going to come in here and right along the bone, just, now mind you, I'm keeping this a little awkward. Normally I would have my hand right here, but I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. And I'm just riding along the spine. Take your time. And then when I start to get down to the tail, I can push it through and then just pull the rest of that tail off. Very simple. Now I'm just going to come in and just start sweeping my knife along the bones, get into the rib cage here, and just slowly peel off the fillet. Little practice, you can get this. This works with most fish. There we go. We got a beautiful fillet. Now, I'll trim this up a little bit. And now, right along here, see this little seam? There are pin bones. Best way to get rid of those is just come in and cut them out. I wouldn't try using a pair of needle nose pliers because that will just tear the meat up more than you really want. Now to skin it. Skinning is fairly easy. Come down here at the tail, work your knife underneath, then grab the tail. And then just kind of pull the knife through the fillet. And the skin comes right off. There we go. Nice pretty little fillet. I'm going to do the other side, and we'll come back and we'll make something with this. See you in a bit. Okay, so we got a quick little recipe here. We're going to get a few items. A little salt, a little pepper, some olive oil. I think I'm going to grab some dried chilies. That sounds good too. First thing we're going to do is, though, I've got some linguica. Linguica is a Portuguese sausage, heavily smoked, usually made from the shoulder. Heavily smoked, very nicely flavored, not too spicy, just nice. We're going to start sweating this off. Okay, we got a little bit of oil in there. We just want to sear these off just a little bit. And we want to render out some of its flavorful oils. That'll be good. So while we're doing that, I'm going to season up my fish. A little bit of pepper, very fine grind you want. A little salt, got some kosher, you can be a little generous with that. Flip it over, a little more salt, a little more pepper. And I mentioned the dried chilies. I've got some ancho here, which is one of my favorites. Got a little bit of heat, but not too much. All right, I'll wash my hands real quick. Sausage is rendering out, which is exactly what we want. And we're going to use the oil from that sausage to cook off the fish. It'll be really good. So a few other things we have going in there. I got some sliced garlic, some sliced cherry tomatoes, or grape tomatoes, I'm not sure. Got a little bit of shallot. I've got also some butter and cream. Okay, the sausage has rendered out its fat. So I'm going to pull that aside. I don't want them to overcook. They're going to get cooked a little bit more, but I want to have plenty of room for the fish itself. Let this get a little bit warmer. I think I might need a little bit more oil. Just a touch of olive oil. Now, traditionally, people are going to tell you that you have to coat these fillets in flour. If you manage your temperature control, make sure your pan is hot before you put the fish in, don't worry about it. Okay, that's getting nice and hot. I'm going to put the fish in. Nice little sizzle, exactly what you want to hear. We're going to cook off this side, which will only take a minute. This pan is plenty hot, and these fillets are fairly thin, so they're going to cook fairly quickly. One of the things I go for also, and to know when to flip, is the fish is going to stick to the pan just a little bit. When it releases from the pan is when you know it's ready to flip, because that means that side is seared off. And that's still sticking a little bit. This one is ready to flip. There we go. Let's take a look at this one. And that's ready to flip also. Give that a shake. Now we can start throwing stuff in. We're going to throw back in our sausage. Tomatoes. Here's our garlic. And our shallots. Let that cook just a little bit. Get more of the flavor of the sausage in there. Get the tomatoes rendering out some of their goodness. Getting the shallots going. Garlic is, well, garlic is garlic. Garlic is beautiful. And now it's almost time to finish this. Very quick recipe. I like it. Okay, time to finish. We'll hit it with the cream. Now notice how the cream is taking on that nice orange color from the sausage and the ancho. We'll let that reduce down a little bit. Okay, that's cooked for about 2 minutes. Time to finish it. A little bit of butter. Maybe a teaspoon? 2 teaspoons. And we want to work that into the fish. But now that you added the butter, turn it off. Looks like one of my fillets broke apart. Well, not the end of the world. Let's plate this up. Finish incorporating that butter in there. Good. Now let's get our sausage down. More of those tomatoes. And then just drizzle some sauce over it. A little garnish. I've got some chives here. A little X there. And then sprinkle some more around the plate. How to fillet a fish, which is a good thing to know. We also learned a quick little dish on how to use it, how to cook it off. A little pan sauce, a cream, and a little bit of butter. Some nice tomatoes. Pretty good. This is one of my wife's favorites. Hey, I'm Chef Terry. Down in the description, check it out. I've got all the ingredients. Plus you saw the card in the front right after the intro. Go ahead, use that if you want. Also, like, subscribe, hit the notifications while you're down there, and check out these videos. I'll see you next week.